I'm Chris Achen. I'm in the Politics department at Princeton. Generally, when we have studied American foreign policy over the decades, we find that that is a relatively small influence on the actual foreign policy decisions that people make. Part of the reason for that is that the overwhelming majority of the voters don't care about foreign policy. They're not following it. And so there's no reason for politicians to pay particular attention to their views. There can be a position taking during campaigns in order to make a point, send a symbolic message to a particular group. A lot of it is signal sending rather than real changes in policy. They'll announce loudly how enthusiastic they are about some policy position that will sound good to some group whose votes they want. And that can be meaningful in the sense that they're telling people what side they're on and what groups they intend to listen to and so on. I think it's largely overstated. When I was teaching in Lebanon, I met people who thought that American foreign policy was dictated by the people who make our airplanes and so forth. You can ask the people who make the airplanes, they're frequently and routinely disappointed. They can't get what they want. Interest groups, of course, have some influence in the domestic politics of any country, but on the big issues of American foreign policy, there's typically a sense on the part of presidents and their administrations that the interest group they have to pay the most attention to is the United States of America and its perceived national interest. That can differ from one presidential candidate to another, but by and large, they operate that way rather than listening to somebody pressuring them to do something. And the American people, by and large, take the view that it's the president's job to make the call on behalf of the country.